time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Do I work hard because I'm in this position? No. I got in this position because I work hard. 30 years putting in the work, working harder than everybody else, getting up earlier than everybody else, and putting in the work. Have there been bumps in the road? Absolutely. Thank God my faith will get stronger. Everybody, I challenge you, get up earlier, work harder. You will get the results, all right? You want to go places, put in the work. It ain't gonna happen on its own.
What's your book look like? Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book? All of the things that can be associated with you and your existence become a part of the chapters in your book.
Anticipate the wall. You're going to hit it. And in those moments, whatever you tell yourself, if you convince yourself that the difficulty you're facing is harder than everybody else and you buy it, you will stay where you're at. But if you convince yourself that whatever wall you've hit, other people have overcome it and so can you go through that wall as well.
I don't know what your future is. To take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it.
I just want to encourage people, stay away from people who tell you to stay in your lane, all right? Let me tell you something, you've got one life to live. It's your birthright to try as many different things as you want. You know, trying this, doing a bit of that. I love it. It's what I'm here for. If you want to try something different in your life, go for it, all right? If you're a painter and decorator and you want to be a boxer, you're an accountant and you want to be a ballet dancer, you go for that. That's your birthright, okay? Do your thing. Don't get pigeonholed into a box. Understand?
I think of myself as the greatest person that I can be. That's it. I'm not going to myself as the greatest person that I can be. That's it. I'm not going to go out on out on a limb and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it. And the people before me set the bar so high, and I was a little kid that wasn't afraid to dream as big as I could. And that's really it. Like you said, like we were talking before, I was dedicated, I was hardworking, and that put me in the shoes where I am now.
If the lion, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because he can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion
know about you? That's what it is all about. Let people know if you have a company, if you have a movie, if you do sports, work your ass off, but then advertise and let everyone know.
They say an alligator lion, but I can kill an alligator with my bare hands. Little old E.T., how? They say when you want to kill an alligator, you kill it right after it eats. Because right after it eats, it gets satisfied. And it goes to a state like it's almost paralyzed. You had a little success, you've done what nobody else in your family has done, and now you chilling? Come on, you ain't hungry no more? Next.
End up in a great place when you give great detail to little things. Excellence doesn't start when the lights come on. Excellence doesn't start when the crowd gathers. Excellence doesn't come when everybody's watching. Excellence is nurtured in mediocrity. If you cannot manage the little things, you'll never be able to manage big things. If the little things overwhelm you, if you complain and collapse about little things, you'll never be ready for the greater things that God is about to do in your life.
I get 8 hours of sleep. I prioritize it. I am very focused. I need 8 hours of sleep. I think better. I have more energy. My mood is better. All these things. And think about it. As a senior executive, you get paid to make a small number of high-quality decisions. And they should just be as high quality as I can make them. Warren Buffett says he's good if he makes 3 good decisions a year.
Yeah, I have 2 rules. Oh, okay. Rule number 1, always have fun. Rule number 2, listen to rule number 1.
I used to work at a car wash. I made $30 a day from 8 in the morning to 8 at night. So they basically let you know you gotta live off your tips. So you gotta really go hard. And so I used to let it in for you. I wash the car, if you leave me $20, I'll fill your tank up. If you left me with enough time, I'll put your cassettes in alphabetical order. I think that may be the small difference between the ones who really go get it and the ones who just talking.
You get one life, and out that one life, you're only gonna get out of it to it. And never being okay with where you are, because after every level is another level, whether you realize it or not. And I always wanted to see what was past it. I got here, but what was back there? I was never content with being here.
Don't post everything you think. Don't. Just don't. If you're watching this right now, if anybody is watching this, don't post your feelings. Don't do it to yourself.
Even if I do a good job, I always wonder, how I could have done it better. I rarely celebrate anything. And just for anyone watching this that's wondering how this happened, that's really the answer. It's being so unsure how you're getting it done that you just kind of keep going in the hopes of figuring out the formula. Feeling so lucky and blessed that the fear of losing it keeps you up at night.
Can another man say you're fired?
Absolutely.
No one can tell me that. And that's priceless to me.
But I'm here because
I don't care. You enjoy having a man be able to tell you fired? But you enjoy. Okay, let me ask you a question. So you're being selfish. Do you think your son enjoys you calling somebody else a boss? Don't you think your son would rather wake up with you and you can pick him up 9 to 5? Don't you think? Yeah, all right, but don't you have to wake up at 4 in the morning? Don't you think your son would love if his name was up there? Dash, or whatever your last name is?
One promise, and I said, what? And she said, you got to pull yourself out because as your mother, you can't ask me to. I said, that's so profound, and yes, fair. Cut to 2.5 years later, I was like, so I'm out. This is terrible. It's so scary. And she said, it's September. Just wait it out. Just wait till the end of the year. Don't give up just yet. I was telling her to come get me. And 3 weeks later, I got the office.
Here's how you know if someone's your friend. You can tell them bad news. And they'll listen. They won't tell you why, you're stupid and why that bad thing happened to you and how something worse happened to them once and, derailed the whole conversation. You can actually tell them back.
I'm gonna ask you one question, I'm gonna go. How many of you in here know somebody who loves to sleep? Let me ask you something. AJ Poe?
High performance people fly like eagles. Eagles fly alone. Zuckerberg has no mates. Elon Musk has no mates. Steve Jobs had no mates. Bill Gates has no mates, and I can go on and on and on and on. They don't hang, they don't chill, they don't go to the Super Bowl, they don't go to the World Cup, they don't go to Wimbledon. All they do is work. I fall into that category.
You got 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you sleep, and most people work a 9 to 5. So 8 hours, okay, so we have 16 hours. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we had 19? Take you an hour to get ready. So we had 20 hours. So you guys cannot spend 4 hours going talking about, oh, they lying. Oh, I like this photo. Oh, they faking. Sending photos to other people. Y'all got to get focused. I'm where I'm at because I'm focused. Tunnel vision. I'm focused on what I got to do. Y'all got to have a game plan.
If you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. And if you didn't make it